Hey everyone, so today I'm going to take you through my drugstore foundation routine for pale skin. My skin isn't great at the minute. I have a couple of strange spots that won't leave my face. My eczema has flared up, so I'm trying to clear that. And on top of everything else, I've general redness to the skin. I've my work cut out for me, so let's get started. To begin, I'm taking a primer and using that to prep the skin. I'm a huge fan of silicone based primers, and this one from Catrice is fantastic. It's creamy, so it glides over the skin with ease, softening the skin as you blend it, and along with this I find it gives a nice brightening effect. Moving on to foundation, my favourite from the pharmacy is the Revlon Colorstay. They have a huge selection of shades and I like how they've formulated it for different skin types. There's one to suit combination / oily skin and then one for normal to dry skin types. The palest shade Ivory is a pretty good match for me. Sometimes I mix it with a white foundation, but for the most part it's fine. So I like to begin by dotting a small amount of the product on my face and then I work the foundation into the skin with a brush. My skin is very dry at the minute, so I'm dabbing the foundation into the skin opposed to buffing it because I don't want to cause further flaking. When my skin isn't as dry though, I do use that method. This foundation is a medium to full coverage foundation depending on how you apply it. It can be built up to full coverage, but I've applied one light layer and this just gives you an idea of the kind of coverage it gives. So next I'm adding a concealer just to the areas where I need a little more coverage. I only came across this concealer recently and it's phenomenal. It's $3.99 and the coverage is amazing. Generally, I don't colour correct my skin really, and it's down to the fact that I'm not bothered. On a day-to-day basis, I'd rather spend the time doing something else, and then on nights out, I always wear tan, and I find the darker foundations give me a better coverage, so I don't really need the likes of a green concealer to counteract the redness in my skin. As you can see, it's covering the eczema really well. You probably didn't even know that I had that patch there until today. When it comes to the blemishes though, I always find it's harder for people with pale skin to cover them because lighter products almost highlight the blemishes. Mine are raised and no amount of makeup's going to cover that, it's impossible. You can't cover texture, so I'm making sure that there's no discoloration peeking through. And to do this, I pat the concealer over the area and then I blend around the edges so that the highest amount of coverage is where I need it. To set my foundation in place, I like to use the highlight shade in the 17 Define and Conquer Contour Kit. Clearly it's not marketed as a face powder, but I think it's fantastic because it's a pale shade for starters and it has a bit of coverage to it too, which I love. You'll have noticed that despite having dry skin, I still like to use powder products. So to take down that very powder-like appearance to the skin and to further set the makeup in place for the day, I'm using a setting spray. And as far as drugstore sprays go, this one from Makeup Academy for a £5 does the job fine. And then that's it. So that's how I'm doing my foundation to suit my skin at the moment. I hope you found the video helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.